Tom here once again. Now, things are a little bit different. You see, I'm loading up a ROM as I normally do, except this time it's not what you would think. This one is by Metapod 23. So I'll let you guys sit through the opening sequence, and I'll speak to you in a moment. Welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Ash Grey. I know, I managed to do it myself. Now, I'm going to run this alongside the Fire Red Let's Play. The Fire Red Let's Play of Adventures of Johnny and Wayne will continue, but in this, you're a boy from Pallet Town. Now that you are 10, you can get your Pokemon license. 10-year-olds can get a beginner Pokemon from Professor Oak, the town's Pokemon expert. This is just the beginning of your amazing adventure. Your journey is destined to be packed with non-stop action, millions of laughs, heart-pounding perils, and endless excitement. You'll encounter fantastic friends, evil enemies, and meet creatures beyond your wildest imagination. And as your story unfolds, you'll unlock the magic and mystery of the world of Pokemon. And here he is, everybody's favourite tree-based professor. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people they are pet. Yeah, I'm going to skip the majority of this because it's pretty much the same in every game. I love this, the character sprite. Obviously, because I'm playing this religious to the anime, I should be called Ash. And he should be called Gary. I want to keep it pretty much as with the anime, so that's what we'll do. But look at this character. Look at this character model. It is absolutely fantastic, don't you think? It's absolutely correct. Now obviously we go straight to the computer and take out the potion. And I forgot something. You know, I mean, what you normally do with one of these, you walk straight out your bedroom, right? So that's what I tried to do. Whoa, what's this? Ash, get to bed. It's 11 PM. You should be asleep. It's 11 PM now. I'm recording audio. So I had to find where he keeps his pajamas, and yeah, I had to go to the. I had a little wander around the room and try clicking on stuff, and seemingly his pajamas are kept in a Pokeball. Nobody seems to make any comment about that, but we'll just put the guy to bed and we'll move on with our lives. And then there's Squirtle. Choose it or lose it. Oh, hold on. Charmander. Those in the know say that's the best way to go. I had a little bundle around the bedroom here, and I'm just the early part of this anyway, because this episode is a 1 hour premiere episode. I'm going to be doing this alongside the Fire Red series, but it might not be up as often because I'm going to do longer playthrough episodes, because frankly I've been playing this tonight for about like 3.5 hours, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm going to be doing I'll be doing longer episodes and making sure that these are quite enjoyable ones. So these will be longer episodes than the Fire Red one. The Fire Red ones will be around about the half an hour, and I'll be trying to run these ones over half an hour, between 45 minutes and an hour usually. So obviously in this your rival is actually Gary, and it's very loyal to the anime from what I've seen. Now obviously you're supposed to go upstairs to Professor Oak, but I wanted to have a look around his garden. So for the next few minutes I decided to marvel around his garden. You know, he's got all these superstar Pokemon in there and all these really powerful creatures. And it's just so expansive. I mean, look how far his garden goes, considering he had a one-room laboratory in the original game. The guy who made this hack, Metapod 23, has clearly done his homework in order to get this as close to reality as possible. And I played through this upcoming scene as best I could to the anime. So yeah. So Ash, you decided to join us. You want a Pokemon? You don't look like you're ready to start. So you say you're ready. Alright then, pick a Pokemon. I've thought about it a lot, and it took me a long time, but I finally decided to have Squirtle. Someone's already taken that one. And I just love the way they did this. I just love the fact that he tries to pick every starter only to realise that there aren't any left. You know, I really do like that, because that is what they did in the anime, and it's very religious to it. I'm gonna, as I say, play this as religiously as I can to try and hit every event that's programmed into it as best I can. I have got copies of the original anime, and if there's anything I'm not sure about, I'll try and watch the episode involved to try and keep it as religious as possible. I mean, the way they did this is how Pokemon Yellow should have been. Pokemon Yellow was supposed to be the anime version, you know, where you're doing what they did in the anime, but instead it was literally just the same game, but you started with a Pikachu. And this is how it should have been, and I think that they got this hack. It was not official, bloody well should be, you know? You must catch them with Pokemon. Yeah. But as I said, I'm trying to play this as religiously as possible to the anime, so if there's anything that I've got wrong, feel free to remind me, but I'm trying to get this as close as possible. I don't particularly know what I'm going to do with Safari Zone yet. I don't fancy catching 30 Tauros, so I might just catch one. But for now, I'm going to stick as religiously as possible to the anime. Anything Ash caught, I will catch, and if an Ash didn't catch, I won't. Okay? So I hope you guys, I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys will forgive me for essentially running 2 Let's Plays at the same time. But this one is one that I have been itching to play for like years, and I couldn't get it to work. Couldn't get a good copy of it, and I was just fiddling with files today and just sort of, you know, what happens if I do this and this and that and that, and just sort of trying different things, and suddenly it loaded up, and I was like, whoa, 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 you know, what's... Well, I mean, I swore a lot, I'll be honest, but I was like, wow, it's worked, you know, and, you know, so we'll go on, I'll be quiet for a minute, and there's a big scene coming up now, so... So his Pikachu refuses to obey him, which is quite a good, you know, a good bit to enter into it, you know, because it allows it to be relatively religious to the anime. Because right at the start, his Pikachu didn't like him. The only thing that's missing is Ash's pink marigolds, but I'm sure we can forgive that. I love this back sprite as well. I just love the back sprite for the Pokeball throwout. I mean, yeah, he would straight away obey me in the first turn, but don't worry, he treats me like a second-class citizen for a little bit anyway. Yeah, I wanted to give you guys a 1 hour debut episode, and that's what I've done. So you've got an hour and I think an hour and 10 coming in this episode. As a make good to show you that I'm serious about this series. I do run into quite a few wild Spearows here, and yeah, he doesn't obey me. Yeah, I've still got the slight lag problems going on that I've had in previous plays, but you know, it's just something we're going to have to live with, and, you know, it's just something we've got to live with, I'm afraid, guys. You've got this bit, which is you've got this here, which is one of my favourite, one of my absolute favourite things, coming up in a second. The fact that they've eliminated the majority of HMs are gone. Yeah. So Ash can actually swim. And here we go. Look who's that? Look who's there. It's a particularly famous redhead. Oh, music change. You know when the music changes and it suddenly starts to rain, that shit's going down. Spearow, do you know who I am? I'm Ash from the town of Pallet. I cannot be defeated by the likes of you. I will capture and defeat you all. Do you hear me? Oh, it's Ho-Oh. Now, in the original anime, an interesting element to that was they had a Pokemon fly across the rainbow, and Ash pointed his Pokedex at it and couldn't get a reading because at that point in time Ho-Oh didn't exist. But it's pretty much established in fan lore. I don't know if it's actually been established in the anime, but that Pokemon was Ho-Oh. But yeah, nice touch there from the creator of this to add that in, because we all know that's what it was, and in the anime obviously they didn't know what it was because Ho-Oh didn't exist at that time. Your Pokemon's in bad shape. Here, let me show you the way to the Pokemon Center. One thing I don't like is the way that they randomly turn up, or they just turn up. Misty and later Brock just turn up at certain times, you know. I would have kind of liked if there was a way, if they could have done it, to sort of have them with you all the time. I don't know how they would have done it, but I'm sure that there would have been a way to do it if they could, but, you know. Ooh! Those are 2 familiar Pokemon. And those are 3 familiar figures. It's the debut in the Ash Grey Let's Play of Team Rocket. We all know the motto by now, don't we? They are these guys in this playthrough so far have been like Wayne in the Fire Red playthrough, getting their backsides kicked at every opportunity. Now obviously from this point Pikachu completely obeys everything you tell him. As happened in the anime, after the incident with Team Rocket and nearly dying, and the Spearows, Pikachu obeyed Ash all the way through, so that's something that it's good to see in it, you know, that is also quite religious. As I said, Pikachu spends a lot of time kicking their backside, you know? Especially when he gets something coming later in the episode that I think you guys will appreciate. Best heal him up, he did get poisoned after all. and we leave Viridian City and head forward to the Viridian Forest, where Ash caught his first Pokemon. So of course, being religious to the anime as I am, so must I! First step in the forest, and look what we see. Exactly what I was looking for. Couldn't have been more perfect if I'd planned it. We'll have a go at catching it the way Ash did. The games don't really work like the anime though in that way, but we'll at least give it a go. Nope, okay, so we'll have to actually beat it down. One or two Thunder Shocks should do it though. At least I think so. That should do it. I'll take the string shot and then go for the Pokeball, I think. So we'll go for the Pokeball here, and if this works, which given the type of Pokemon it is and the state of its health, that will work, and we are now one step closer to being religious in our playthrough to the TV show. I get a little bit lost here, but they have completely redesigned the forest here to make it that much more difficult to find your way around, but there is also one more Pokemon I do need to catch. As I'm sure you guys know if you've watched the anime, I need a Pidgeotto. And I'm not going anywhere until I've got a Pidgeotto. Because I need that for a couple of events later in the game, or so I'm told. I'll use a few potions here simply because I can't be bothered to go back to the centre. I also need to evolve Caterpie, because if you guys watch the anime, I've got to battle Samurai later in the forest, and in doing so I have to go Metapod versus Metapod. So I need to have a Metapod in my team in order for that to be an option. So I do need to evolve Caterpie. He evolves at level 7 and he is currently at level 5. So I've got quite a bit of pseudo grinding to do here. But it is quite a close level to the creature earlier, so the levels are coming up on him pretty quickly in the early stages anyway. So I headed straight up here. Now remember, I need a Pidgeotto at this point, and all I'm seeing is Caterpie after Caterpie after Caterpie, and I'm getting a bit concerned because I know Samurai's somewhere up here to the north region, you know. I mean, you know, Sol's getting plenty of experience on Caterpie, which is useful because I need to get him up to level 7 pretty quick, you know. And I'm still a bit concerned because I haven't seen a Pidgey, or I haven't even seen a Pidgey, and if Pidgeotos in this area are as rare as they are in the original version, then I'm thinking, oh, this could be quite a boring video here, where I'm just constantly Caterpie, Pidgey, Caterpie, you know. But I continued forward, just thinking, maybe I'll get better luck a bit further on, you know. I've got a Weedle, you know, that's something different, but it's still not what I'm after, and I'm not catching a Weedle because that wouldn't be religious as I'm the way I'm trying to do it, you know. But of course I will beat the Weedle up because it's all good experience in my book. And I was just going forward, continuing forward as you do, and then I got another wild battle, you know, and I mean, you know, Weedles are Weedles. Now this one's quite a weak one, so this one might get KO'd in one hit, I'm not sure yet, but let's at least try. I mean, it's all good, fine experience, and I do need to get him up to level 7, so we'll just go with it. The whole time I'm here praying, do not poison me, because I don't know if there's a healing person at all in here, so I'm thinking, you know, I just want to get forward. Caterpie up to level 6, so only one more level to go really. Obviously I don't want him to faint, so I'll bung a potion on him just to make things a bit easier. And then this happened. A pretty much pre-placed Pidgeotto capture. Now, obviously, I need to catch one of those, and you know, that's what I need to do. So it was in the right place at the right time, and I've got my Pidgeotto. Well, I've got my Pidgeotto battle. Whether or not I catch it is another matter, but you know, the two Pokemon I need at the right moment, you know, it makes me wonder if they're sort of that spot you get a level 7 Pidgeotto all of the time to make sure that you have the right Pokemon by the time you get to this point. I mean, Pidgeotto's got an advantage over bug type, so I switch into Pikachu and use his accidentally growl. Now that is something that I change shortly when I move his moves around, because sometimes I'm a bit hasty with my clicks and I end up clicking the wrong move. But one Thunder Shock should do it. More than one will kill it, so we'll go for the capture here. And seemingly he breaks free. But I'm not giving up there, and I can't really attack him again because I'll kill him. So I just go for another throw. Second time lucky, perhaps. Second time's the charm, clearly, because Pidgeotto was caught. Not naming any of the Pokemon because he didn't, so I won't. Just a bit of basic information there that we all know. And I think, no, that isn't. That's just a random bug catcher. That's not who we think it is. That's just a random bug catcher. But I prepared just in case. Just a random bug catcher encounter here. Hey, are you lost in the forest too? can't say why I lingered on that one so long, but I started giving myself plenty of time to read the text boxes, because obviously I do all my commentary in post, just because my computer really can't handle running all the programs at once to do live com. But that's not a problem. I'm happy to do it in post as long as you guys are happy to have a all-knowing me here doing the commentary and knowing what's coming up and sort of hinting at it vaguely. But obviously a Pidgeotto versus a Bug-type Weedle, that's a strong mismatch in my favour. Very strong mismatch in my favour, that. So we'll just go with it, you know? We'll just absolutely go with it. And we'll catch whatever we need. So by the looks of things, that girl up above, up to the north, is a portable Pokemon Centre. You talk to her, it blacks out a little bit, and you heal up. So she's quite convenient, and she gets a lot of talk from me when I'm grinding up my Metapod a bit later. I mean, what Metapod? I haven't got a Metapod yet. And here's the second appearance of Team Rocket, sending out the same Ekans and the same Coughing that I beat before, except they're now a few levels higher. But so am I. And this was a double battle, because obviously double battles are installed are in the Fire Red series, so I'm able to do a double battle. Now I know religiously I shouldn't really use Pikachu in this battle because he wasn't there, but I'm sure you guys can forgive me that little bit of inaccuracy. They are stronger levels than me, and I kind of need my shock buddy. So I'm sure you can forgive me that little inaccuracy right there. At least I'm using Caterpie as he did. Ekans down first. Coughing soon to follow. This was a good EXP farm for Caterpie as well, because they are higher levels than him, so he gets extended XP. Both of them are poisoned, and that does suck mega balls. But as I showed earlier, the Pokédex, the Pokemon Center girl is just a little bit south. So whatever happens to us in this battle, we will be ready for the next battle, which is just a little bit on from here, and that is with Bugcatcher Samurai with his Pinsir and his Metapod. Yeah, Team Rocket never did that in the anime. They never knocked out Pikachu, but you know, that's something that happened in this battle. Like I said, I'm sticking as religiously as I possibly can, but you know, there will be some inaccuracies that you'll just have to live with. Pidgeotto got a double level up there from that battle. But he's not the one that I wanted to get a double level up, because as we all know, there is another Pokemon that needs the double level up. So we'll go to Pokemon Center, girl, and solve our health issues. And then we'll get back on with grind leveling, because obviously we need to get that little bit more experience to bump Caterpie over the edge, and this is perfect because this one can't move. We need to bump him just that little bit over the edge. As you can see, he's like literally like about 3 EXP off making it. So we only need that little bit more to get him to the level of his evolution. And then we can go Metapod, full Metapod with our sword wielding friend over there. I like that, something I complained about in the Fire Red Let's Play, that they've corrected in this one. They've corrected the fact that they corrected the lack thereof of physical attack moves on the pod Pokemon. Instead of just having them sit there hardening all day, they actually allowed them to use physical attacks. Tackle in the case of Metapod and Poison Sting in the case of a Kakuna, which is something that is slightly improved from the original. And here he is, the legendary Metapod. He learned Harden, he doesn't use it all that much, because he's still got Tackle. I did a bit more grind leveling here, just because he does need to evolve into Butterfree quite quickly. I'm going to have a major hard time with Brock without a Butterfree. My start is a Pikachu, for Christ's sake, and all I've got is a Pidgeotto, so I'm going to have a hard time without a Butterfree, that's for sure. I think I do lose to Brock a couple of times, but you know, I do need to lose to him at least once. But I think I lose 3 or 4 times to him, you know. Another Kakuna. Good for a bit more leveling. And then it got poisoned. It's all fun. It's all good fun and games until someone gets poisoned. That's my rule. Let's just go for it, I think. A lot of grinding in this initial episode, I'm afraid, guys, but we are 39 minutes into an hour and 10 minutes, so I have given you the best I can here. My initial plan was to get as far as the first battle with Brock that I have to storyline wise lose, and after storyline lose it, which I do, and then I was going to leave the gym, stand outside the gym and do my my soliloquy to end the episode, but that didn't happen, as you'll see. But yeah, there is quite a bit of grinding here, but that's simply because I have to evolve Metapod into a Butterfree before we leave the Viridian Forest, for the sake of realism and sticking religiously, as I said. Apologies there, guys. Another Pidgeotto. There's no way in my state I can take that. That is just not something we can do, but we'll at least try. I mean, we've already got the Pidgeotto, so we'll just run from that one and leave it to it. So be sure to post your comments down below on how much you're on what you think about the anime and this ROM hack to be detailed, and sort of just say what you if you like the way they've done this, because I am so far very impressed with the fact that they have put everything in place to keep it as close as possible to what happened in the TV show. I mean, I looking back and you look at Pokemon Yellow and you think, and you're really disappointed as to the way that is compared to something like this that has clearly been made by a fan, somebody who knows their stuff, somebody who knows their facts, and somebody who just loves what they're doing, you know? And that's something that has really rubbed me up the correct way. Because they're treating the storyline correctly. I mean, I've got a brief idea of what I've got to do and in what order, but I might get some things wrong, as I'm sure we all do. I've probably repeated that a couple of times, but I don't think any of you guys watching know how bloody difficult it is to commentate for an hour, pretty much non-stop. I mean, I know it's not exactly hard labour and I'm not coal mining or something, but let's trigger the samurai storyline, shall we?
Greetings! Am I addressing the Pokemon trainer who comes from Pallet? Then I found you at last! I am Samurai! Let's have a Pokemon match!
Now Samurai sends out a Pinsir, and I go with Metapod as Ash did, but my Metapod is nearly dead, so I swap it out straight away. Ash swapped his out straight away as well. And I go with Pikachu. Now I know his Metapod actually used Harden and broke Pinsir's horns, but that's not possible in this, so Pikachu gets killed by Pinsir and Static paralyzes it. And I swap into Pidgeotto. And Pidgeotto's Gust Attack. You got that, son. Flying does have an advantage over Bug after all. So you put that damn Pinsir down. Nice work. Now at this point I was a bit concerned because obviously Metapod's up at level 8 as he should be. Pidgeotto's got relatively low health and I've got to take on one more of his Pokemon. Granted, it is a Metapod, so I shouldn't have a major problem with it. I mean, it can only do tackle, attack and harden, so I'm pretty confident Pidgeotto at level 10 can put it down. But what I did want is I wanted the EXP for Metapod, totally forgetting that in this, that Metapod can use tackle. So I thought, oh, I'd just let a Metapod take it and do it all on its own. Yes, it's only got 2 HP, but I thought, well, that Metapod can't attack. Well, that was a mistake because this happened. Not my Metapod spark out. But, as I said, Pidgeotto can and will deal with it. 1 gust attack should take care of the job. Got a 2 level advantage and a type advantage. It got a tackle off, but 1 more gust and Bob's your uncle, it is down. Do you hear that buzzing? Can't remember what voice I used for Samurai now. A Beedrill storm approaches! No, that went Japanese. What happened there? If you guys heard that, I apologise, but my antivirus updated itself. But we'll just go with it. I heard that, I don't know whether you guys did. And a Beedrill! So we'll get Metapod to use its hardened attack, and the Beedrill just does this. Yoink! Now that happened in the anime, so that's why you need to have a Metapod at this point, because if you don't have a Metapod, Beedrill can't take it away. Go into Samurai's cabin. Pick up the antidote on the table. Don't know why he didn't notice that I've just robbed him in clear daylight, but hey, it's a video game, it's not real life. Now, this I love. Samurai takes pleasure in telling me how much of an idiot I've been. Yeah, I just kicked his ass with 3 under-leveled Pokemon. Kindly, my hat-wearing friend. Shut up. Oh look, it's Metapod. And Metapod is back in the team. And behind me is a very angry and pissed off looking Beedrill. So we've got a battle. Now I know some people who have played this have caught the Beedrill, but Ash didn't, so I won't. He tried to, but I won't. I'll just kill it. It's levels for Pikachu after all, and he does need them. The lag seems to spike from time to time, guys, and you know, that's just something we've got to live with, I'm afraid. But I don't think it's that crippling. It's that cripplingly unwatchable. I mean, I played through it and didn't really notice. So if you guys can play through and try and stick with me, you know, I am doing the best I can with the capabilities I've got. I mean, I've got a £2.50 headset on at the moment, recording the audio. So you know, I'm doing this in a very bargain basement kind of way, but it's the thought that counts, right? That's what everyone always used to tell me at Christmas when somebody gives you a kids give their parents a homemade clay pot for Christmas. It's the thought that counts, right? So it's the thought of me trying to do this with as best I can. I might not have a recording studio to do it, but I'll do the best I can with the situation I'm in. We're actually coming up towards close. We're 50 minutes into episode 1 of Tom Plays Pokemon Ash Grey. let's just organise our team a little bit. There's a battle down there, but we'll get some more wild battles while we're here. There is just a little bit of grinding in this initial episode, and it's all for a good reason, really, guys. But I'll try and in future episodes I'm going to do the grinding off camera as best I can. So the grinding's only really in this initial couple of episodes, and I'm sure you guys can forgive me for that. I hope you guys are as impressed with this as I am. I am incredibly impressed with this. I mean, Pokemon hacks in general amaze me. Some of the things that these people can do. So do post your comments on that down below. Please just do me the one favour, and look, I've said it multiple times. I know there's lag. Please don't be a troll and post in the comments, "This video has lag," like I'm deaf and blind or something and I can't see it. I know it's there. You know, let's not be stupid and point out the obvious. Because I've admitted multiple times that it's there, so that's that really. Pretty much Metapod sweeps this guy on his own. But he needs to, because he's level 9 and he needs to evolve. He really needs to evolve. Like I said, I'll just let this one play quite a bit for this part, because I mean, I'm not going to do stadium announcer style commentary for that bit. I'll just let the battles go. Not exactly much commentary to do on a Metapod versus Metapod Extreme Rules match, is there really? If you guys want something I have been looking into, is I've been in conversations with music artists about using their music during battle scenes, just to let battles happen, you know. But what's this? Metapod is evolving. It's like I planned it or something. Congratulations, your Metapod evolved into Butterfree. Butterfree learned Sleep Powder. Not the move I wanted, frankly. I realised at this point that the maker of this has modified the Butterfree learn set somewhat. because as anyone who has played the games before knows, Butterfree is supposed to learn Confusion, not Sleep Powder at level 12 or at level 10. Instead he learns Sleep Powder, which is quite useless for what I need coming up. But let's go with it, guys, and here we are. We have popped up in Pewter City, and there's a grey-haired man standing on a stone. Little bit more grinding here. After all, we are in no way ready to face Brock quite yet. Even though the initial battle I've got to lose it anyway. Story progression and all that shit. Story progression is important, and I will let it progress as it has to. But let's get out of that forest and let's go and talk to the grey-haired fella who's selling stones. Spoiler! That's Brock's father! Spoiler warning alert, over. If you do actually buy from him, all he does is he sells you the item that powers up rock type moves. I think it's called hard stone or hard rock, and it just powers up rock type moves. Haven't got a rock Pokemon, not going to waste my money on that. In fact, never going to have a rock type Pokemon, not worth having in my items list. I do tend to find that later into these episodes is when the lag demon starts to hit. But I'm going to try and keep these videos at the right sort of length. Let's go and take on Brock. Now I've really got to lose this battle because that's what Ash did in the anime. So that's why I've come into Brock severely underleveled, because he can gladly whip my ass. So he sends out level 14 on it. Overkill much. I've got a Pikachu level 8. Now obviously I'll swap Pikachu out and send in Pidgeotto. And Onix does this. And Pidgeotto dies. And of course, Butterfree. He gives Butterfree a kicking as well. Apologies if you guys are picking up much of the background noise, but this is the way it is. Let's go Pikachu. Go Pikachu, get your backside handed to you, please. Rock throw, job done. Well, pretty much. So I'll start the closing stuff, guys, now in a bit. So thanks, guys, for sticking with me during this this pretty hastily made, long-running initial episode. I hope you guys stick with me for the rest of this. Please, no comments about the lag, because I know. And frankly, that's it, really. You know. All I'm going to do is just let the events play out, so you guys can take your time to read the comments of the players. Now I was going to do a big thing here where I stood outside the gym and I closed off, and then Flint turned up and dragged me over here. Now at this point in the anime, this was a whole half episode where Ash trained Pikachu using the hydroelectric plant. Now they can't do that in this because they need something physical to power him up, so they just use the light ball. but it really does work. Pikachu is a hell of a lot stronger and can actually do damage to Rock-type Pokemon with that Light Ball. So the next episode's going to start with quite a bit of grinding, but for now, you know, we'll just let this final scene of the episode play out, and I'll give you guys the closing speech in a moment. So this has been episode 1 of Tom Plays Pokemon Ash Grey. I, as you would expect, have been Tom, and my player character has been Ash. We will see you in episode 2, where we head to the Viridian Forest and we do some preparations before finally facing Brock proper. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Farewell. I'll try and watch the episode involved to try and keep it as religious as possible. I mean, the way they did this is how Pokemon Yellow should have been. Pokemon Yellow was supposed to be the anime version, you know, where you're doing what they did in the anime, but instead it was literally just the same game, but you started with a Pikachu. And this is how it should have been, and I think that they got this hack. It was not official, bloody well should be, you know? You must catch them with Pokemon. Yeah. But as I said, I'm trying to play this as religiously as possible to the anime, so if there's anything that I've got wrong, feel free to remind me, but I'm trying to get this as close as possible. I don't particularly know what I'm going to do with the Safari Zone yet. I don't fancy catching 30 Tauros, so I might just catch one. But for now, I'm going to stick as religiously as possible to the anime. Anything Ash caught, I will catch, and anything Ash didn't catch, I won't. Okay? So I hope you guys, like this, and I hope you guys will forgive me for essentially running 2 Let's Plays at the same time. But this one is one that I have been itching to play for like years, and I couldn't get it to work. Couldn't get a good copy of it, and I was just fiddling with files today and just sort of, you know, what happens if I do this and this and that and that, and just sort of trying different things, and suddenly it loaded up, and I was like, whoa, you know, what's... Well, I mean, I swore a lot. Yeah. Tom here once again. Now, things are a little bit different. You see, I'm loading up a ROM as I normally do, except this time it's not what you would think. This one is by Metapod 23. So I'll let you guys sit through the opening sequence, and I'll speak to you in a moment. Welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Ash Grey. I know. I managed to do it myself. Now, I'm going to run this alongside the Fire Red Let's Play. The Fire Red Let's Play of Adventures of Johnny and Wayne will continue, but in this, you're a boy from Pallet Town. Now that you are 10, you can get your Pokemon license. 10-year-olds can get a beginner Pokemon from Professor Oak, the town's Pokemon expert. This is just the beginning of your amazing adventure. Your journey is destined to be packed with non-stop action, millions of laughs, heart-pounding perils, and endless excitement. You'll encounter fantastic friends, evil enemies, and meet creatures beyond your wildest imagination. And as your story unfolds, you'll unlock the magic and mystery of the world of Pokemon. And here he is, everybody's favourite tree-based professor. It's absolutely correct. Now obviously we go straight to the computer and take out the potion. And I forgot something. You know, I mean, what you normally do with one of these, you walk straight out your bedroom, right? So that's what I tried to do. Whoa, what's this? Ash, get to bed. It's 11 PM. You should be asleep. It's 11 PM now. I'm recording audio. So I had to find where he keeps his pyjamas, and yeah, I had to go to the. I had a little wander around the room and try clicking on stuff, and seemingly his pyjamas are kept in a Pokeball. Nobody seems to make any comment about that, but we'll just put the guy to bed and we'll move on with our lives. And then there's Squirtle. Choose it or lose it. Oh, hold on. Charmander. Those in the know say that's the best way to go. I had a little bundle around the bedroom here, and I'm just the early part of this anyway, because this episode is a 1 hour premiere episode. I'm going to be doing this alongside the Fire Red series, but it might not be up as often because I'm going to do longer playthrough episodes, because frankly I've been playing this tonight for about like 3.5 hours, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I'm going to be doing I'll be doing longer episodes and making sure that these are quite enjoyable ones. So these will be longer episodes than the Fire Red one. The Fire Red ones will be around about the half an hour, and I'll be trying to run these ones. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people they are pets. Yeah, I'm going to skip the majority of this because it's pretty much the same in every game. I love this, the character sprite. Obviously, because I'm playing this religious to the anime, I should be called Ash. And he should be called Gary. I want to keep it. I want to keep it pretty much as with the anime, so that's what we'll do. But look at this character. Look at this character model. It is absolutely fantastic, don't you think? over half an hour, between 45 minutes and an hour usually. So obviously in this your rival is actually Gary, and it's very loyal to the anime from what I've seen. Now obviously you're supposed to go upstairs to press work, but I wanted to have a look around his garden. So for the next few minutes I decided to marvel around his garden. You know, he's got all these superstar Pokemon in there and all these really powerful creatures. And it's just so expansive. I mean, look how far his garden goes, considering he had a one-room laboratory in the original game. The guy who made this hack, Metapod23, has clearly done his homework in order to get this as close to reality as possible. And I played through this upcoming scene as best I could to the anime. So yeah, so Ash, you decided to join us. You want a Pokemon? You don't look like you're ready to start. So you say you're ready. Alright then, pick a Pokemon. I've thought about it a lot, and it took me a long time, but I finally decided to have Squirtle. Someone's already taken that one. And I just love the way they did this. I just love the fact that he tries to pick every starter only to realise that there aren't any left. You know, I really do like that, because that is what they did in the anime, and it's very religious to it. I'm gonna, as I say, play this as religiously as I can to try and hit every event that's programmed into it as best I can. I have got copies of the original anime, and if there's anything I'm not sure about,